Picksburgh. This is Anthony, and with me I have Tommy, the Bargain Effect, and Derek, Nascarman 3345. Welcome to the Mid-Morning BreakRoom. I apologize that we were a little late this morning. That's my fault. I had spilt a red pop all over the floor, got all over my wires, started dripping over towards my inventory, so I'm literally like scattering with some wet wipes trying to like get it all. So that was my bad, guys. But nevertheless, we are here today and we're excited to hang out with you guys. And today we're going to be talking about what's in our death piles. So I'm hoping you guys had a chance to kind of dig through the death pile to see what all you've had going on down there. Because I'm real curious to know what kind of stuff you guys have. And I'm also curious to know, did you find anything you didn't even realize you bought? That's what really interests me, because every once in a while I'll find something like, where the heck did that come from? But I want to go ahead and give my panel members a chance to introduce themselves. So we'll go ahead and start out with Tommy.
Hey, Tommy, the Bargain Effect, average everyday flipper, trying to find the value in the items at the flea markets and rummage sales auctions that other people overlook. Again, I like to consider myself a product relocation specialist. And I am still working. I did not forget. Had a couple things come up yesterday, but I want to get that Terapeak tutorial video out there too within the next day or two.
Cool. So, I'm Derek, Nascarman 3345, eBay, Craigslist, Mercari. Still working on that a little bit. To do yard sales, flea markets, toy shows, and diecast shows, and do an auction Monday nights and Friday nights. I have racing on my channel.
Awesome. And most of you guys know me since you're on my channel. My name is Anthony. I have a channel called Picksburgh, which is what you're on right now. And I do yard sales, flea markets, garage sales, Goodwill bins, thrifting, anywhere I can go get cheap stuff that I can turn around and sell for profit on eBay. That's typically what you'll find on my channel. But then again, I do a Bible study every Tuesday at 2 p.m. If that's your thing, make sure you stop by and check it out. I also do a working hangout every Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, if that's something you're interested in. If you like to listen to something while you work, or if you want to actually jump in and work along with us on the panel, that's always something that I'm opening up to the community. I'd like to help other people get their faces out there. So if that's something you want to try out, definitely let me know. But I definitely appreciate everybody being here today. And before we get started on death piles, I just wanted to give a major shout out to DC Sales. You'll see D all the time in our chats, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know who DC Sales is, but DC Sales sent me and Ashley this awesome license plate last night. And
Cool.
they do so many of these like custom license plates that they sell daily. If any of you guys are interested in something like this, definitely hit up DC Sales. It's great quality stuff, and I'm so thrilled with this. I can't wait to get this put on my van. I'll probably do that this afternoon after the show and after I'm done with shipping and stuff.
Cool. I like that.
Thank you so much, DC Sales. That is amazing.
And before we get into the topic this morning, I'm sure everybody is wondering, where is Craig? Well, we figured he just wasn't making the cut anymore, and we had to let him go. Well, he's got an important project he's working on this morning, so he is joining us in chat. Hello, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Gregory.
He had to focus his attention on that. I guess he's a little behind schedule, but he'll be back tomorrow, I'm quite sure. And he's in chat, so.
Yeah, we thought we would try to kick him off for the day. That didn't help.
We didn't give him a pass at the home today.
Right.
He got into a pudding fight last night at snack time.
It's his weekly shower and tub. He's got to get that done.
He said, "Do you want a sponge bath?" And he was like, "I'd much rather have a sponge bath than a shower."
Yeah. You don't mess with that pistachio pudding. It gets a little ornery.
Ornery. Well, I don't even need the word. We love you. We love you, Tom. We love you, Craig.
Absolutely.
Harry Tornado is in the house today.
Craig says they disabled his camera and mic. He exceeded his monthly usage.
And it's only the 8th. What are you going to do now? See, Tommy? See, Anthony?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, that's cool, man.
They told you. I'm going through the death pile of all the cars that I have sitting over here, guys.
Well, here, I got something similar, Derek. Joey found these yesterday when they were cleaning upstairs. This one is 1993.
Yep.
And then this one, I don't know if this is, it is Hot Wheels.
Oh, yeah. Yep, the caddy.
Super long.
Yeah, they go pretty cool. Found this one, too, the other day.
Ghostbusters.
That's awesome, man. That's real cool.
When you have as many cars as I do, guys, death piles do get piled up with cars.
I can imagine. I definitely would have guessed that that'd be something in your death pile, Derek.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go through our chat and say hello. And our first one in this morning was DG Picker.
He's awake? Oh my God.
And then of course there's Craig in here. He was the first next 4 people. Then we got Debbie does sales. Good morning to you. How you feeling today, Deb? And Rebecca's in here with us. Rebecca Kruder, the Cleveland Picker. Good morning. Stuff from Sally. Lisa C. Happy to have you in here as always. The Cherry Picker, Reseller Man.
She did another video.
See the Tool Man. T Flips, Swamp Pickers in here. Good morning. FGS is in here. Good morning. Gate City Picker. Steven Scroggins.
Scroggins, yep.
Oh, good morning to you. Harry Tornado. Good morning, fellas. Good morning to you. Two Hip Chicks. Moronic Pest. Hello, hello. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. And if I didn't say your name and you're lurking, jump in and say hello so we know you're here.
Reseller Man's here. Star City Picker.
Did I miss a few?
Yep.
What the heck?
All right, Pest. Thanks for the shout out the other day on one of the other chats. Everybody's like, "Oh, if I know something, I definitely know it. If I'm not saying I know everything, but
Harry Tornado is already jumping into topic. What's in your death pile today? He says his death pile is shoes that need cleaning, clothing, and smalls. I list all my larger, higher profit items immediately. That's where I am. That's how my death pile gets bigger because, I source things and then you come across better things, and I'm still buying the first things I came across. But I get home and you want to get the high dollar items up first, and then these get set to the side.
right.
And you source more, and it's always the high dollar items, and these other ones get set off to the side. That's what happened. And there's a couple of things I do have in my death pile that I looked up at the time, and I found value in them, but now I can't remember what they are or how to look them up. And Derek might be able to help me out with one.
Right.
These things.
You had to put that one up, didn't you? Didn't you?
Thank you, Blue Rhino Liquidations.
You had to put that one up.
There's a man that knows his football right there. That's awesome. Thank you.
It is awesome. I give him a lot of credit. I mean, he is a Steelers fan. I'm surprised that we're friends, but you want to know what? I'm a sports fan, and that's all that matters. As long as you don't like the Patriots, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, Blue Rhino. That's awesome. Whenever you move to Pittsburgh, let me know. We can connect. That'd be cool. I'd like to do a lot of collaborations with the local guys here and kind of help each other grow and stuff like that.
Right.
So, hey, there you go, Nate. He says Big Ben's going to bring one more home.
Every day, Cody Bro is in the house. Alabama Thrifters.
What's up, Cody?
Two Hip Chicks has a bunch of board games, old electronic items that need to be tested and cleaned and listed.
Hey.
I think you should just throw those electronic items in a box, send them my way. I'll get them out of your way for you. I love electronics.
Yeah, we know you do. Yeah, I got well, I'm trying to also do with my death pile. We don't call them death piles anymore. What do we call them? They're
Money piles.
money piles. I have stuff that I'm getting set up for Saturday night's auction, guys. Don't forget to check that out. That's gonna be one crazy auction.
What if we did? Check this out. This is just a thought that popped in my head. You know, sometimes we buy things because we know there's value, but there's just not something that we're into listing. So, you know, it goes off to the side, and we figure we'll list that when we don't have all the cool stuff that we enjoy listing. What if we did a death pile exchange?
That'd be kind of cool.
Like, okay, I don't really care to list this stuff, but you do, and you have some things that I find interesting, and we just have like a round robin of death piles. try to get these piles to the people that would be into listing so they get up.
Right.
Look at this. Chronic Pest says he does it differently. He lists the junk first and he saves the best for last. It motivates him to get the junk out so that he can get to that payday for the higher dollar stuff.
Yeah,
That's a good strategy.
It is a good strategy, but it's also, I mean, that high dollar item might take forever to post. You know, that's how I feel. Because I have some pieces I know that will sell. They'll get posted, but it's just how long am I going to sit on it for?
Well, yesterday, you know, like for example, I have a cookie jar I listed for $95. What was sitting next to that was a set of Radio Shack intercoms that maybe I'll get $20 out of. Which one do you think I grabbed and listed first?
Radio Shack.
No.
Nope.
I actually grabbed a cookie jar because even though I love electronics, I like money more.
Yeah, true. So I'm making a death pile here, guys, and right in front of you. Don't be surprised.
This is one of the things in my death pile, and maybe you can help me identify it, Derek.
What's that?
And I wish I would have listed it. I've had it quite some time, and I wish I would have listed it before they came up with this new dimensional shipping.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Oh yeah, I got a couple.
That's Imaginex. That's an Imaginex piece, and it's what the heck is that thing? It's something island. I'm trying to think of the name of the island now.
And I remember when I looked it up, it was comping for about $50 with no figures or anything. But it might not be worth anything now because that was probably a year and a half ago.
Yeah, a lot of the Imaginex stuff, the figures go. A lot of the play sets. There's so many of them out there that they just sit there and they just rot away. I hate to say it, but that's the actual truth. So
2006 Fisher Price Mattel Incorporated is all it says on it.
Yeah, that's Imaginex.
Josh posted a pretty good strategy. He said best strategy is listing everything within the first 24 hours after buying, but who has time or self-control to do that? When I first started, I would do that. But then again, like I was getting smaller buys in the beginning. Once
Sorry,
I
guys.
started amassing larger buys and larger buys and larger buys, it started becoming unmanageable to do that. Just because just the sheer number of items that I have unlisted right now would just be it would take multiple people to do it in 24 hours.
Right. I got you there. I can only understand that.
And that would be like sitting there for 24 hours straight. It would take multiple people.
Like I get so much stuff, guys, that I don't even know what I have anymore. So
Jordan says he buys so much at once it's hard to list all in one evening, but he's only listing a few hours a day. Honestly, I think if you can list a few hours a day, that's pretty good.
right.
You know, I know full-time people that don't list a few hours a day. They should, but they're, you know what I mean? Like there's, I don't want to say the right amount of listings for your business or for anybody's business. But if you can be consistent with at least 10 listings a day, I think you're doing pretty good. Because there's a lot of people that don't hit that every day. Now, obviously, if you're full-time, it's a lot better to do more than that. You know what I mean? There's some days I'll hit 30, 40, 50. But that's, again, do I have easy things to list? What am I listing? You know what I mean? Because if you're listing the harder stuff that needs measured or tested or cleaned, that takes up so much time to do.
I like to get 10 up a day. It doesn't happen. It probably happens more not than it does because I deal with a lot of those need cleaning, need testing, and then pre-packing because they're bigger items and I need to know weight and dimension.
Right. I posted 40 things yesterday, 2 days ago, and I have had no look. I've had one view on them all.
Dude, I would love
one view. Something's wrong. We'll have to go through those, Derek.
Because I feel like your eBay store would be full of stuff that I want.
It's crazy because I'm like sitting there going, why is this not going? I mean, I've had one person look at them. And I know people are going to want them because they're vintage G.I. Joe figures.
Yeah.
All originals. Hello.
We'll go through it, Derek. We'll see if we can get those views up.
Oh, my God.
There's got to be something not right. Because even if you have a bad listing,
your store with your viewers, Derek?
What's that?
Do you share your store with your viewers?
Right now, I'm using Mercari, Facebook, and everything now because, to be honest, everybody, I'm still on suspension for another 3 days. So once I get back off suspension, then it will be back up. But I'm trying to use all the other platforms, and it's still not getting anything. No views.
Wow.
And it's like, damn.
Welcome in, Harlan.
Hey, there's probably a bunch of people that watch your channel that would probably buy from you.
Right. I mean, that's why I one of these days, I think when we do our show at 2:00, Tommy, I think I'm just gonna go through and be like, listen, I got all this stuff up for sale. I'm going to be posting it. If anybody's interested in any of it, bang, just hit me up and it'll go.
Yeah.
I got Indiana Jones stuff. I've got Thundercat stuff. I mean, still card.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost positive there's probably something I would buy from you.
Hey, it's like
I might go shopping when I come visit you next month.
There you go. Yeah, just put it all aside for Anthony. He'll go through it. Maybe
well, it's so funny because we talked about that. He says, well, I know Scott was in the area a couple of months ago, and I'm like, Scott, just come by. I says, you don't have to go to the thrift store. Just come over and go through my pile. Because I mean, I got stuff. I mean, I'm trying to pack everything together for the auction on Saturday night, and I mean, literally, we have stuff that is going to sell, and if it doesn't sell, then it's something definitely wrong. I have a video game lot. I have a camera lot. I have a jewelry lot. I have a toy lot. I have customs that I'm putting up for sale. I mean,
see my death pile stuff. It's random. It's not like
Mine is too.
You know, like BK said, he's got a bunch of VCR, but mine is, you know, I mean, there's clothes, there's Nerf guns.
I got the first one too.
Here you go.
And have clothes.
You're looking right.
And then there's more Nerf guns.
You're looking right at my death pile.
Nice.
You know, I got a Sony DVD player I can't sell, and it works. Why?
I'm guessing they didn't get the memo that Sony sells.
With the remote. Jeez.
Then I got a box of, I picked these up at our thrift store too, like last year, and they're like whatever, the little jerseys, the little like,
They're called pennies.
is that what they're called?
They're called pennies.
I literally have.
I might actually do that, Nate. Nate said
actually have a
make a
box
video sourcing Derek's death file.
I have a box full of these jerseys. If anybody be interested, there's multicolors.
Yeah.
Some are brand new, still in the packaging.
Got any Pittsburgh or Cleveland Cavaliers stuff in there?
They're just colored.
Gotcha.
They're like for school or something.
Look at, that's the kicker. That's K for kicker.
Oh, see, I don't even know how to hold the thing. There we go.
Yeah, that's K for kicker. So that's probably all for flag football or even at the high school level where you can't touch the kicker because the kicker has the.
Yeah, there's a ton, probably 6 different colors.
Wow.
I mean, I got a bunch of stuff. I got these. Joseph went through, looked them all up. They're cards. And
yep.
He comped them out. Things like that. I don't know anything about baseball cards, but he went and found comps on them all. So I got a stack of these that he looked up, anything that comped for $5 or more.
Right. There you go. See?
Which I'm thinking about setting him down on the other eBay account and letting him go and try to list.
There you go. I mean, it's so bad that on Saturday I'm also doing pops.
Huh.
I've got three or four of them. They should go, hopefully.
Got some zip drive discs.
Yep.
Anybody needs them discs for an old zip drive?
I figured I would show a little bit of
that's
here.
good. I love it. I love it. That's
I have a lot of plush just to begin with.
Oh boy.
A lot of plush, like name brand Disney, Build-A-Bear, that type of stuff. Like even back here, there's a bunch of Build-A-Bear and stuff that I just haven't listed yet. Underneath that, I have a whole book of like Bibles, or a whole box of like Bibles and like different Christian books. This is all the stuff I picked up at the bins yesterday. I kind of did a live about that.
Yeah.
This whole tub here is basically all plush. So as you can see, I have a lot of plush that I still haven't processed yet.
Right.
I've been kind of putting it off because I have like 9 totes full of plush. I picked up this yesterday. This is a
you showed that, yeah.
Out at like $50-$60. I have a bunch of these like little kid like masks and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to take these to the flea market yet, or if I'm just going to put them online as like a Halloween lot or something like that. I might just take them to the flea market and blow them out there. This is actually my 64. I just keep forgetting to bring it upstairs. I was using that to test stuff on. Underneath it, I think, is a bunch of like blank media. It's like a whole thing of blank media.
Right, exactly.
I don't know why I haven't. I think some of it's like used blank media that I might just put with combos when I sell them or whatnot. Over here, this is a whole bunch of Wii stuff. This stuff here, I think I'm going to actually save for Derek's auction on Monday. It's like a brand new complete in box Wii. Well, it's not brand new, but it's complete in box. Tested. There's like 10 games or so with it. It has like the U-Draw tablet and a whole bunch of like accessories. Over here, as you can see, I have a whole lot more plush. I do so much plush business, it's insane. But this is just a whole bunch of stuff I picked up from the Goodwill that I haven't even processed. I got some hats in here and a whole bunch of random stuff. trading cards. I have a ton of trading cards. I got some here. I got some down there. I know it's hard to see. I got some up here. So trading cards is probably 30% of my business, and I'm still processing a lot of them. I still got all of this here. I bought out somebody's entire collection a couple weeks ago.
God.
So I am processing a crap ton of trading cards. I got this whole thing of trophies here that I haven't even touched yet.
Yeah.
I got this from my uncle, who's my nephew, or not my nephews. My cousins are like huge like sports players growing up, so I got all their old trophies. I got this Walking Dead gun. This is all stuff that has been processed. I got some golf clubs. I do have an old bass that has like the electronics like gutted out of it, and it's missing 2 strings. So I haven't messed with that yet. And then I have a whole bunch of electronics down here. These are ones I was able to kind of save from the spillage that happened whenever my whole thing. These ones are a little more busted. I'm just going to take those to the flea market. But as you can see, I have like unlisted stuff everywhere. I'm pretty sure I got everything over here. No, I still haven't messed with these laptops. I have a whole box here full of like old laptops. So
Right.
those are death pile still, and I think whatever's in this bin right here is death pile. It's like all kids' toys type stuff.
That's cool.
But yeah, I have a ton of unprocessed stuff, as you guys can see. So I'm forever busy. There's not enough time in a day for me to catch up on all this stuff. But I know Tommy has a tablet, so I didn't know if you wanted to pull up a death pile cam. I can go ahead and jump out of this one if you wanted to, Tommy.
I was trying to get it to work earlier, and it's just way too clippy. So I just kind of brought some of my stuff over by me. But I do got to say, Anthony, you make me feel pretty good. My death pile is nowhere near the
Right.
size of yours.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I ran out of room. Like I normally keep it here on the floor, so it like crowds me and makes me want to list it. But I had to start moving it onto shelves, and I'm going to actually pull a lot of stuff off of eBay for the flea market. That way I can start having more room because I'm just running out of space here.
So, yeah, I got, like I said, I got sealed media. You know?
No.
Now, this stuff, I got a question for you guys. We have a whole box of these picture frames, right? They're the ones, but they all have, like, sports pictures on them. Should I sell them?
Is that Mark Price?
What's that?
Is that Mark Price?
Is it?
Is it Cleveland Cavaliers? Is it Cavs?
No, it's Kings. That's the Kings.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I got excited whenever I saw a like 90s looking white guy with a white jersey. I thought that was Cavaliers. I fell in love with the Cavs in the early 90s.
I mean, I got so much stuff over here. I don't know if to sell them like this or take the pictures out and sell them as regular, because they're all from Sports Illustrated and stuff like that. So, what's your opinion?
Gotcha, Nate.
Me, I don't. When it comes to sports memorabilia, I am pretty lost because I'm not a real big sports person to start with. So I couldn't advise you on that.
I mean, I got Red Auerbach. I mean, that's how old some of these pictures are. It's Red Auerbach with the Celtics. Dirk.
Nice.
Old school when Bork was with the Avalanche.
Nice.
Here's a funny one. Who's that?
Is that Kevin McHale?
Bill Walton.
Gotcha. It's hard to tell with as little as your box is there.
Yeah. So.
BK Vending and Flipping is asking. He says, "This is my first Q4. Do I need to try and stock up?" And I think a lot of that depends on where you live and how readily available your sourcing is. I mean, if you live in a place where there's like rummages and flea markets all year round, maybe not as much as like somebody like me, where we got about 2 months left of our flea markets and
Yeah.
rummages, and then there's going to be nothing, so
Right.
I don't mind having a death pile. So when it does start to slow down, I still got stuff,
Right.
We just talked about that yesterday when I was with Nate at the bins. We were talking about how, like in Pittsburgh, you almost need to have a death pile because once winter hits, literally the only options you have then is going to the bins and praying that you get a home run, or going to like the Goodwills and thrift stores and stuff like that. Every once in a while you might find a local deal here and there, but for the most part, like the extreme ROI that you get from yard sales and stuff like that is gone.
Right.
So like that is like a big hit in the money you make. So you almost kind of need to be like a squirrel storing up all them nuts for the winter in this type of place. And I'm sure you in Wisconsin, it's probably even worse up there.
Yeah.
Eric,
Like Rebecca says, we have about 2 months left of yard sales, and then we have snow for months.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tabby says yes, majority of toys. Yeah, we all do. I do. I know I do too. So when I don't have the right size box for something, I end up in the death pile until I find a box, since I refuse to buy them. I want to get some of those vinyl boxes that Lonnie showed yesterday. Do you see those? So you can get like 45s and albums and laser discs. They just fold right up into double layer box. It's nice.
Those are nice.
Yeah, the toys and rafters in his garage. Okay, just drop them off. Just go by Anthony's. Put them in the back of the car and send them home when Anthony comes down, dude.
Heck yeah.
You're not that far away from him, right?
Who's that?
DG Picker.
Probably I'd say an hour and a half, maybe an hour and a half, maybe two.
That's not that bad.
Like that. I don't know. How far are you from Pittsburgh, Jordan? I know he's like, what are you, like an hour from Cleveland?
Yeah.
I typically do go to Cleveland several times a year, but normally that's during basketball season because I like to maximize my my calf time.
Your calf time. I hear there. See, we're 45 minutes from Fenway, Gillette, and TD Bank. So we're not that far. We can easily go down the street and go to a game. So
Well, that's good though, Blue Rhino. If you can make your living off of the Goodwills, Salvation Armies, like all that stuff, then more power to you. I just know in this area it's very, very competitive, and the closest Goodwill to me, like honestly, I make the most money there off of their plush because they just sell them for 50 cents to get rid of them. But they have workers there that are resellers, so they cherry pick their inventory before it even hits the floor.
yeah, that's the bad thing.
And now with Goodwill taking all the stuff to sell online, that like really, really kills a lot of the thrifting for resellers. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but just seeing, if you go to the Goodwill auctions or whatever they are on their website, you know what I mean? Like all of the stuff that used to be readily available for resellers to get off the shelves is now like going directly there.
Who the heck is somebody bugging me? I can't. I'll tell him I'm on a live. He can wait. Okay. He can wait. He knows I do a live. So, yeah. So, but that's the whole thing. I mean,
Jordan's about 3.5 hours from here.
Oh wow. Oh. Well, yeah, you have a ton of thrift stores in San Antonio because you have the military near you, blended whiskey. You have that's if people don't pay attention to that, if you have a military base within 5 miles of you, there's going to be a ton of thrift stores because people know what happens. They get shipped out, and then they come back and they don't have anywhere to put the stuff. The wife gets shipped out, so they just take everything over to the thrift store and go.
Hi, Misha.
Hey, Misha.
Misha, are you coming on tomorrow?
I was just gonna ask her that, seeing if she's. So that's the thing. If you live anywhere near a military base or big colleges, if you are not getting there at the end, in the middle of May or the beginning of June, at the colleges, to take the run through to grab stuff, because those kids don't care. I know a friend of mine that went right through Providence College and picked up 4 Xboxes, 3 PlayStation 4s, and a couple other stuff that they just threw out. They don't want it. They're not going to carry all that stuff home with them. They don't care.
I know back when college was getting out, Treasure Hustlers did a video where they went dumpster diving at the colleges.
Yeah, it's crazy what you can find there. I mean, that's definitely a bolo, guys. If you live anywhere near colleges, get your butt over there, because they won't say anything, especially if you get where they have the off-campus, like all the sororities, fraternities, and then the townhouses. That's fair game right there, and just go for it.
Don't feel pressured, Misha, to come on. If you want to, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome to be on here anytime you want. But don't feel pressure at all. If you want to pass this week, and then maybe in the future, if you're feeling brave, then just hit us up and let us know. I know FGS was interested in coming on. Would anybody else be interested in being featured tomorrow to be, part of this Friday thing we're doing to kind of give back to the community? We'd love to be able to showcase somebody.
Right.
Get you out there, maybe get you some new subscribers, and maybe get out what you do. Typically, we'll allow our guests to pick the topic. That way it's more geared towards what you do, rather than, something where you're just kind of sitting there and don't know much about what the panel's talking about.
Right.
Tiffany, I'd love to have you on sometime too. I think you'd bring a whole lot of Amazon knowledge.
Yeah, which when I did the interview with her a couple of months ago, I knew some about Amazon, but she really taught me a lot more, and it's something that I can't do right now. But man, if I had a couple of years ago, if I knew what she had, that information, man,
yeah,
I'd be rocking it so hard right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would like to get into Amazon. It'd be nice to be able to sell and not hold inventory.
Right. She's gonna be cherry picking. Gonna be on Pat D's on Saturday night.
I will definitely watch that. At least attempt to, if I'm awake. The problem with me is I go to church Sunday morning, so for me to stay up as late as his show lasts,
right?
Sometimes it doesn't happen, but I'll definitely at least check the beginning to support you.
That's right. I sometimes I can't hit that show because I know I'm gonna have to be up early to go to the flea market. Because our flea market, you have to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, or you ain't gonna get anything.
Yeah. So I'll be looking forward to waking up early with you then that day.
Yeah, you trust me. You'll be like, "Oh my God, we have to get up this early." I'm like, "Yeah." It's crazy. And you get to see Adam play his first football game too.
Nice.
Yep.
What position's he playing?
Playing wide receiver and linebacker.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's up?
He's ready for it. He says he's ready for it. So going from Pop Warner to high school football is a big jump.
Yeah, for sure. Nate wants to know when the game is.
It'll be Saturday night. It'll be Saturday. So it'll be the day before we go to the flea market. So it'll be one of Anthony's last days here, and if you come that late, then you'll be able to come too, man. So Flea markets, man, you're gonna see a total difference from your flea market to mine here. It's so weird.
Nice.
What's the matter, Tommy? You're thinking. You're thinking today.
No, I was just reading chat, going through chat.
I see the smoke coming out of your ears. You're thinking.
Well, Kimmy said that she could see me doing Amazon and liking it, and I actually think I would do pretty well at it. I just gotta take care of some things before I can jump into that. But
Right, exactly.
That's something I'm definitely going to get into over the winter whenever I actually have more time. I keep trying to get in on this supposedly free to start, but I think they're trying to do away with it because they still want to factor me on letting me get in for free.
Mm-hmm.
Morning.
We already have the seller's account and everything.
Mm-hmm. Did you get it on the free level?
Yeah, we just have the regular seller's account where we'd have to pay the $1 per sale or whatever.
Yeah.
But when I would jump into doing that, I got to create a separate bank account because they won't like deposit into PayPal.
Right.
So I got part of what I got to take care of is opening up a strictly business account because right now my business runs strictly off PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to get a regular bank account for the deposits. And I guess when you go to the pro seller's account, you got to have liability insurance or something like that too. So I want to have that all in place because with my luck, I'd be like, well, I'm going to start and then somebody's going to choke on something and then I'm going to get sued. And
right.
I want to have all that stuff in place first so I'm protected,
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. That's another thing I need too is to have a separate bank account. I mentioned it yesterday, I think on the morning show or it might have been on the live I did yesterday. I just incorporated the business yesterday morning. So now I can technically open up a bank account, under the business's name, which is good.
Yep. See, I'm not corp. I don't know. I'm just listening. I mean, I have an EIN and everything, but it's just a sole proprietorship.
Yeah, gotcha.
Well,
what I started was a LLC, which is I think
the limited liability corp.
Yeah. So I wasn't entirely sure which way to go. I thought about maybe even doing nonprofit because a lot of what I do selling on eBay allows me to do ministry for free. So I thought about just running it all under a nonprofit, like a 501c3. But I didn't want to, mess with legalities and stuff like that. So I just went to LLC. Yeah, Blended Whiskey says LLC is the way to go. Cool. Glad I did the right thing because I'm lost with this stuff. I have a cousin who's a accountant, but he's like so busy he couldn't even see me to help me out. So I basically just did it on my own. I went through some online thing. It was supposed to be free, like an online thing, but I guess I had to pay the money for Pennsylvania's filing, and then I had to pay for the EIN or whatnot. So it wasn't free in the end, but I didn't expect it to be. It was cheaper than I thought it would be, though. I think I paid $174 for the EIN and Pennsylvania's filing. So
a reseller man says he believes if you sell 10,000 or more, you have to carry the business insurance.
yeah, and I'm already over 10,000, so that's why I wanted to get an incorporation.
Right. And then Lisa C says the big sellers on Amazon have the liability insurance too, another cost. And that's what I'm wondering. Is there anybody on here that sells on Amazon that has like a ballpark figure of what like a limited liability policy runs?
Nate, I'm not entirely sure if I haven't gotten any of the stuff in yet. They said it could take up to 15 days. for the paperwork to be done or whatever. But I'll let you know as soon as I get it. I paid $174 total. So I thought that was reasonably fair. But I don't know, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm new to all this stuff. So I just knew I needed to do something to make it like legal, since I've already approached, over $10,000 in sales on eBay. And plus I want to apply for a business credit card, because we've been talking a lot on here, especially me and Tommy, about not being able to have the capital to make the kind of purchase like RVA Flips did to get those Funko Pops.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that if something would come up, I can do it. That way I can take the business to the next level. So my goal is I want to have a business credit card by the time I go visit Derek next month. So that way, like, regardless of where we're at, if I see stuff, you know what I mean? I want to be able to get enough stuff to where I can pay off the trip. Maybe even make some money on it. I mean, for me, like seeing Derek, that's payment enough. But I would like to be able to do these trips with, literally no cost to myself, and or making profit would be preferred. But so I want to try to have a business credit card for that. But I just think that would be the way to go. What I'm thinking is, even if there was a situation like Justin had, where he was at somebody's yard sale, and I have the credit card, at least I can say, hey, well, I don't have the cash to give you, but I could PayPal you the money you're looking for, because I could use a credit card on PayPal and basically send money to anybody that way. So
Craig says he just saw this. He saw a great app last night. List perfectly. It's a Chrome extension you should also check out. It's great for cross posting. They were on Wade's page. They were on Wade's live last night talking about it, and it's really good.
Hey, Justin, thanks for jumping in, man. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I don't know if you caught that, but your Funko buy basically motivated me to start my LLC, so that way I can get business credit and kind of jump my business to the next level. So thank you for sharing that, Justin. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I wish I could have bought some of them off you. Some of them were pretty cool, but
Yeah,
I don't have room.
I actually still have the one I bought off Justin. I got the store one.
Oh yeah, yep.
I'm a nerd. I like Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie about it.
What he sold all of a sudden, I didn't see it because I didn't take a peek at it, and he sold the Marvin the Martian one. I'm like,
You wanted that one?
And I didn't know he had it, and then he pulled it out of the bag loose. I'm like, no.
Craig, you got a link to that extension? I can't find it.
No, the name of it is right here. It's List Perfectly. That's the name.
And I'm in the Chrome Web Store, and I put Lists Perfectly, and there's nothing that came up for that.
Huh? Because there it is. No, they if you look at they said it last night. If you go under Wade's live last night, they were there, and I think the link is on Wade's page.
Craig just dropped it. Reseller Man says a $2 million policy is about $700 per year, which really isn't that bad for having the feeling of security,
Yeah,
and be covered if something would go awry.
Yeah. So, but definitely. Mentioned PayPal work capital. I watched the replay yesterday. It shows when you were mentioning PayPal works capital loans. I used them twice and was very happy with them. So
that's good to hear, because I've really been thinking about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome to hear.
I know it's tempting because I get an email like twice a week. You want to reconsider a working capital loan, and it's like, man.
I know you sit there and you want to think, keep on thinking, and then you're like, oh, if it doesn't work out, what do I do? You know?
Right. Like I say, I'm totally debt free with the business part and just taking on some debt to get ahead and ramp it up. It's kind of like there's pros and cons of both. Here I owe nobody nothing, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that's where I am too, Tommy. Like my business is completely debt free right now too. That's why I was kind of considering the credit card, just because I use it just for situations like Justin had, like with the pops, where I know like, dang, that's a home run. Like if I get that, I'm going to flip them quick and I'm going to be able to get all of that money back. I'm going to be able to pay it off. The credit card I'm looking at is a 0 interest for 12 months.
Okay.
So literally, it would just be like, hey, let me borrow this money real quick so that I can go make this buy and just hurry up and flip it and pay right back.
Pay right off, because then you don't have no interest on it. Yep.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome. Justin just did another 1K buy via Instagram. That is awesome, dude. I can't wait to see that video.
Here, maybe somebody in chat could help Rebecca, because I don't want to give any wrong information either. But she asked, she says, "What do you have to have insurance for? I sell on Amazon and don't have, and I know she's been selling for a while, and don't have insurance, so she's a little lost." All I know about it is I hear people talk about it. Amazon sellers talk about it. That Jennifer Hill just talked about it in Pat D's show. That he just had on his, when was that? Was that
the morning show?
Yeah, with him and Jennifer Hill, where they talk Amazon.
2 days ago.
And then when we were at Ecom Chicago, Ashlyn was there and she was talking about it, and she was saying, I mean, you can get sued over something where if you sell books, like I know Rebecca sells books on Amazon, and if somebody gets sick from a moldy spore in a book and ends up in the hospital and they tie it back to the mold that came on that book, they can come after you and sue you for them hospital bills, and that insurance policy is going to take care of that, and any lawyers that would be associated with fighting it or whatever. Or if you're selling an electronic, another example she used, if you're selling something electronic and for some reason it's defective and starts a fire in the electrical, they could come after you and your insurance would. That's what you want the insurance for, from my understanding. I don't know, but if there's anybody out there that maybe could connect with me and Rebecca, because I would like to know more details on that too. That's why I say there's a lot of things I want to have in place before I jump into Amazon, and I'd like to know why I need that in place, not just be told you need this.
Right. Tiffany just said there's no dollar amount. If you are selling on Amazon, professional or personal, you need commercial liability insurance.
So it's almost like so what she's saying is it's pretty much like you have your own brick and mortar store. So that's what she's saying.
I guess, yeah. Like, I take Tiffany's word for it because she sleeps Amazon.
Right.
Yeah, but if they're saying it that way, the service business, that's what I would say. That's what I would think. That it's almost like having a brick and mortar store that you just want to be able to be careful, and have that insurance.
Now I know where the confusion is coming from with Rebecca, because I was doing Amazon merchant fulfilled, and I didn't have any liability insurance. They never asked me for any proof of it or anything. I don't know if maybe because I wasn't selling enough that the didn't care or whatever. But then when I started selling and I seen, and it was just getting confusing with having the deposits go into the personal account and stuff. That's why we kind of shut it down till we can get that separated. But I mean, I was never asked for any insurance or proof of insurance by Amazon. Not saying that it's not a good thing to have in place. Let's see. Yes. Because
they can sue you for anything.
Yeah. No, I do know at the Ecom that Ashlyn said that there is people selling on Amazon without the insurance, and this was Ecom a year and a half ago, but they were going to put it in play where you were going to have to provide proof, and I don't know if that was after a certain dollar amount or if that was something that was going to come into effect in the near future. So I would I'm the type of person that if I'm going to do it and it's going to be business wise, I want to have everything in place correctly, you know. And people are so happy nowadays. You know, you never know what's going to happen when you're selling stuff, you know. I'd like to be protected.
Yeah. Always do more than what you need, and so you'll be on safe on both sides.
Yeah. Every day I'm hustling says I don't want to scare people, but we could be sued on eBay as well. You might want to think about all platforms. Yeah, absolutely. And I thought about that too. You know, certain things, knife sets and stuff. I'm like, I could have sold, and I kind of, because what if somebody cuts themselves up on a knife and then they're going to be like, oh, you sold me this knife. You didn't tell me it was sharp. You know.
And that's the kind of stupid lawsuit there would be. You know?
Well, look at years back, the McDonald's lawsuit because the lady spilled
the coffee. Yep.
Lord
now they have to put on the cup. It's hot.
You know? People, man, are crazy. You should be able to, if you can sue for coffee being hot, you should be able to sue for them being stupid.
Right. Yeah. Craig says if you're not an LLC or incorporated, they can come after your personal assets. If you're an LLC and are incorporated, that protects your personal assets. At least that's the way. Yeah, that's what I understand too. If you become an LLC, it separates you from the business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they could go after your business, but they can't come after like if you own a house or anything like that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which is good. Because at the very least, then if things did go like the worst way possible, you can just shut down the business and open a new one.
Right.
Right.
You know,
yeah, your business goes bankrupt and.
Yep.
You need to sit there and go, oops.
And that's the thing about reselling is we can basically just pop up anywhere and do it.
And I think that's the thing that people are worried about with reselling is, okay, Joe Schmo's here one day, and then he's gone because he messed up, and now how do I get my money? And that's where the insurance comes into play.
Rebecca, what I always see to them refer to it as is just a general liability insurance, business insurance. And I know, what's her name? I have her on my Facebook.
Who, Lisa C?
No, Ashlyn Hayden.
Oh, yeah.
We met her at Ecom.
Mm-hmm.
And she's an insurance agent that specializes in Ecom insurance. I'm gonna drop her link in the chat that maybe Rebecca get a hold of her and she can explain the different kinds of policies. And I need to get in touch with her myself to get more details, but she seemed really decent to talk to and work with.
That's it. You need to have that person also that's willing to sit there with you and just not say, this is what you need, and then this is what you need to pay and walk out, you know?
Right.
I've seen several people type umbrella policy into the chat, so I'm guessing that might be what you need, Rebecca. I'm not really hip to a lot of these legalities and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
And I personally would want to deal with somebody that is focused and deals pretty much solely like with the e-commerce insurance, and because it's totally different than if you're trying to insure your brick and mortar store. It's from what I'm understanding, it's a totally different insurance. It's not a slip and fall insurance, you know.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe me and Rebecca get together and do our e-com insurance investigating together. So
There you go.
we get it figured out.
It's a good question that Suburban Beard just had. He's talking about if doing retail arbitrage, you'd ever be accused of selling fake items if there'd be like a major lawsuit going on with Walmart or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Craig Landshark Picker is asking everyone, please sub to my live channel. I will be moving 90% of my lives to this channel, and he dropped a link in there. So
Yep,
everybody
can sub to that because our show will be on that channel on Mondays.
Yep. So I'm gonna head over there and sub so you don't miss anything.
You definitely don't want to miss the live pudding tastings that he's going to be doing.
I told him, I said, if I come down that way, I'm definitely gonna pull by and hit him up with some pistachio pudding if they let me in the nursing room door. Oh, you're a reseller. Sorry, you can't come in here. He's busy.
There, Tiff just tagged us, Anthony and Rebecca, Craig, in a pro merchant insurance requirement for Amazon.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
In our mid-morning break room. So if anybody else is interested in reading the requirements, it's in our mid-morning break room group.
And I'll go grab the link for that real quick too. I really encourage everybody to go ahead and join that group. What we're doing with the group is it's just a place where we can help each other. And one thing is we're really cool with you dropping your own personal links because we want to see you succeed as well. So when you drop your link, it lets all of us know, hey, you just dropped a video, you're doing a live. And then when we see that, we go and support you doing that. So, it's just a place where you can come together, be free to do, pretty much anything you want within reason. I mean, we do ask that you're kind to each other, but other than that, it's really flexible. And it's just a place where we can come together and share stuff. A lot of updates about our show go there, and it's just it's a cool little group of people. So I encourage you.
If it does get out of hand, we handle the situations, guys. That's all. Just be nice,
No.
As long as you're nice, you can't go wrong.
That's it.
Get your editing on there, Josh. You should put Manny on that, man. Let him earn it.
Well, he had his son doing something the other day. He had him all set up at a desk and everything.
Nice. Kathy just had a cha-ching. So I like to hear.
That's all that matters. You like hearing that?
Yep.
Tommy usually has it next to him. I'm surprised.
Oh, yep.
There you go. Lisa, Manny is my idea of the perfect man. He keeps his mouth shut, Lisa. What I heard was Manny's at the club all the time. We're gonna keep on going for 11:15, or we're gonna keep going to 11:30.
I don't care either way.
Your call. It's your show.
Let the chat dictate. If they're still hype at 11:15, we'll go to 11:30. If they're dying out, then we'll just end it at 11:15.
There we go.
Me.
Right now, it looks like we have 38 live with us, so
that's cool.
Still got some peeps in the house. BK wants us to run for a full 24 hours. That would be awesome.
I did 17, BK, and trust me, that killed me.
I'm sure it did, man. I'm sure it did.
I'm still struggling with AdSense. I can't stand it.
Oh, you still haven't got that figured out?
Nope. It does. It's like, come on.
Wonder if Destiny's still in the chat. My coffee ran out.
Oh my god.
That's what you
Wifey,
start doing.
wifey.
You just start shaking your cup on screen.
All right. Empty.
You can always tag her. Guess
I need my coffee fix. Oh god, we are so bad.
Oh, my sinuses today are driving me nuts.
sucks, man.
The weather changes. It's just ridiculous. We've had storms coming through past 3 days. It's bad.
Yeah, we had a pretty good downpour yesterday. Oh, look at this. Look at this. She must have been in chat.
I was listening.
Thank you, buddy.
Destiny, you're awesome.
I try. Doesn't always work.
She does good. She does good.
You seem like you're like a top-notch wife on the real.
When she's not in the hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't help that, though. My wife's been out all year.
Yeah.
BK Vending and Flipping asks, do you guys list high and then lower the price for items you've had for a while, or do you tend to list low and try to move product?
I'm on the low end. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that do the high end. I'm just not one of them. But I don't know. What about you guys?
I price a little bit higher. I mean, I figure out the average selling price and then I mark up a little bit, so I try to be like a little high of the middle because I run sales all the time, which is going to bring me right back down to the middle. And then if I'm sitting on it for quite a while, then I start dropping it.
Yeah. I don't do sales as often. Like I'll do them every once in a while when I need to move stuff. But for me, like math is not my strong suit. So I just try to keep it simple. It seems to work out just fine. But
What do you
make
remember?
more?
KISS.
Yep. Keep it simple, stupid.
That's it.
I learned that in seminary and I live by it. Although I lived by it before that too, but
Right.
it is what it is. I just try to keep it simple and roll with the punches.
That's it. If you roll with the punches, you let it go. Things happen for a reason,
Yeah. And if I start experiencing a slowdown, then I'll change things up too, as far as like my promoted listings or sometimes instead of running a sale, I'll just go and deduct 20% bulk list and take 20%, lower my price by 20% and then move it around. And it seems to work.
And the thing is, if you can make extra money, make extra money. You know what I mean? Like get her done. Like I would be all about it. You know what I mean? Like making a little extra money on, the stuff I sell. But for me, it's like I just want to get the stuff moved. You know what I mean? I want to get it in and I want to get it out as quickly as possible.
Right.
And could I make more? Yeah. But, like I said, right now, until I have that credit card or some kind of line of credit that I can fall back on, I need to keep the stuff moving so that I can keep bringing in new stuff. And that way, I have room for a home run. What's up, John? My buddy John, Nevermore Antiques, just jumped in the chat.
Right.
You, man.
So like I said, we want to don't forget to see me on Saturday night on Mothership Products, guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be
great. Some great stuff. Come and see it. I love Dwayne. Dwayne's awesome. His auctions are amazing. I know I have mine on Monday nights, but I give Dwayne a lot of respect. He's been doing it for a long time, and what you guys want to see, you guys got to see it. It's gonna be fun.
Yep.
I know Tommy's gonna be there because I know he wants to buy something that he's already seen. Well, not you, Destiny. So
me and Rebecca, us amateurs, we helped Donatella out last night.
Yes,
I saw that. Yeah.
Rebecca called and I just kind of clerked it for her, and it turned out to be pretty good for a bunch of amateurs not knowing what they were doing.
I was in no mood. I was supposed to do that, and I was just like, I was in no shape or form at all.
We all knew that you weren't having a good day, and we're like, wow, We can figure it out. We can help you out. We'll cover Derek. You know.
Yeah. I saw. I saw it. I'm like, I saw it on Facebook this morning. I'm like, Tommy doing an auction? I said, I know he does my auction. That's kind of cool. You know, he wants to grow.
I would have called it for.
Yeah.
I talked Rebecca into calling for it because I don't really know our legality on calling it in Wisconsin on the internet, and I cannot get a clear answer even from the Auction Association of Wisconsin. They're like,
Right.
well, no, we're not quite sure. We we weren't set up to worry about that at the time of our whatever putting togetherness. So nobody can give me an answer. Do I need an auctioneer's license to call an auction on YouTube?
Right.
Nobody has that answer, and I don't want to find the answer out about the one guy that knows it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
I was secretly kind of hoping for a boodle oops, but it never came.
It'll be interesting. Let's see if Kimmy will come in on Monday night.
Mm.
I'll let her hit the boodle oops for a second there.
Yeah, at least open the auction, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That should be like a thing. Like we should have one of those buttons like Tommy has for the cha-ching that just says oops.
Right. and then have that become a new hashtag.
Welcome to the Nascarman auction. Oops.
Hold on a second. Let's see if this works.
I like that Chevy shirt you got there, Derek. That's nice.
Thanks. Boodle oops. Let's see. No, it finally died.
Yeah, that's what you need is one of those old Home Alone talk boys.
Uh-huh. That would be
I
cool.
bought one.
I used to have one of those in school. That was awesome.
There you go, and then record it. Maybe we can catch her doing it, and then we can record it as a sound wave, and then just add that in every once in a while.
Veronica wants to know, does anyone play Halo? I've played Halo a good bit in my day, but I don't like play it like on the regular or anything.
Yeah, I haven't played Halo in, oh my goodness, long time.
My kid plays Minecraft, Fortnite, and GT Sport. That is amazing, that game.
Craig says he could program an easy button to do the boodle oops.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I could. I would have doubted
Craig,
it.
you're already behind.
We need to have Kimmy voice it, though.
Right, yeah, it's got to be her voice.
So we need to have a collaboration.
Maybe we can reprogram my button here. Reprogram that. Have a little switch to toggle back and forth or something.
See, these are the two I bought the other day. Sony.
Oh, nice.
Fistman?
CD players.
I've done pretty good with those.
Oh, that sports one will probably do really good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these are going up for the auction, so I'm just waiting. Yeah.
Did you test them?
I'm gonna test. That's what I was just gonna work on.
Yeah.
That's why I grabbed them. I'm like, oh, let me grab them so I can test them.
I do real well with the Discmans, especially the sports ones, the ones that are like water and shock resistant.
Yep.
Do real well. And I'm surprised, that they sell as well as they do, because I thought everybody was in the MP3s now,
Did you see what Steve and Steph? They got all those 16 gig iPods.
I didn't see that.
75 of them.
Dang, that's awesome. No, I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, they've been selling them. Yeah.
I need a day to just like literally sit on my couch and watch videos.
Yeah. It was on Facebook. I'm like, they're selling them for I think $75 shipped. It was crazy.
Oh, that's cool, Nate. Which bins does he go to? Does he go to the North for Sales, or does he go to the other ones?
All right, guys, we got 10 minutes left.
Hi, Denise. I would definitely give Ashley my love or your love for her. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll give her my love
Of course,
too.
you're gonna give her your love, Anthony. Come on.
North for Sales, yeah. North for Sales is the one I was going to a lot before they opened up the pop-up shop in Monroeville. That's the one where there literally be people fighting at that one. Ashley's like afraid to go back to that one.
Really?
I think she's scarred for life at that one. Yeah, because there was an old dude that tried fighting me over some basketball cards there.
Oh,
That was my brother. I want that card.
I should have just let him have it. Honestly, like they weren't really worth much. I probably paid more by weight than they're actually worth.
Gotcha.
I would love a good laugh, Destiny. Yeah, there's a lot of Pittsburgh resellers, Nate. A ton of them.
I remember Pittsburgh Mike when he used to do videos with Lindy Glenn. I remember that, Craig. Yeah, 5 squirrels fighting over a bird feeder in our front yard. Yeah, sometimes them animals outside, they just crack this up. I should put a live cam on. I actually have a live cam on. It's just my
Hey, Angela.
I should feed it into YouTube.
Yeah, I'll definitely if I can meet Pittsburgh Mike, I would definitely be up for like a collab or just to interview him or something like that. Does he still do videos?
I haven't seen nothing out. I've only seen him on Lindy Glenn's videos, is like where she would do guest hangout.
Like I was shocked. Global Voodoo came out with a video the other day. There's been a lot of people have been backing off a little bit, I guess.
I'd like to put together like a little network of resellers here in Pittsburgh, like that we can kind of work together on stuff and maybe even do collaborations with the ones that are on YouTube. I've already got 2 bins collabs with 2 local guys. Just did one yesterday with Nate that I'm still working on the editing. I didn't film as much there as I should have, and I actually have 3 videos I filmed yesterday, and they're all short. So I was thinking about just editing them all into one video.
Just one video, yeah.
Just mash them together.
That's what I was thinking about, but I mean, it doesn't really tell the full story doing it that way either. You know what I mean? Because like I started on one before I went to the bins, and then I finished it after the bins, and then
Gotcha.
I have another one just completely separate. So, guess we'll see.
So,
Guess we got a big squirrel fight out in our front yard over the bird feeder.
I know you said this is going crazy out there.
One black squirrel and 4 brown. I'm gonna go play side bets.
Be like the Michael Vick of squirrel fighting.
Oh my god! The one player that was really good and did it the wrong way.
Oh, that's cool. So PGH Pick says Pittsburgh Mike hasn't done a video on YouTube in over a year. I met him at the twice at the bins. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to check out his. I've never even been to his channel, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go look it up real quick.
Yeah, look where they are.
See, I haven't around here ran into any other like
The fake story.
YouTube personalities. I'm gonna have to wait till Resale Rabbit has another warehouse sale or something and go over there.
Yeah.
Does he have a channel, or has he just been like on Lindy Glenn's channel?
Resale Rabbit? Or are you talking about Mike?
No, Pittsburgh Mike. Because I see.
I've only seen him on Lindy Glenn's channel. I don't know if he has one or not.
I see him on Lindy Glenn's, and then I also see him on Prof sales.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that means
Prof sales.
Prof sales.
Prof sales. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I don't see like an actual channel for him. I was gonna go sub to him. I don't know. I do like connecting with the local guys though.
It would be pretty cool, man. I wish I had somebody around here like a sourcing partner, you know, not a partner, business partner, but like somebody. Okay, hey, let's go hit the flea market. Let's go hit, you know, just so you're not always so solo, you know.
Right.
For sure.
Well, that's why I have my boy Joe when I have my friend Mike. That's what we do. That's my guys that we go and.
That's why I say if I lived a lot closer to Derek, he wouldn't have so much YouTube time because I'd be dragging him with me all the time.
Definitely.
That's it. You know?
Like that though. He'd have, you know what though? He'd have a whole lot more non-live videos. He'd have a whole lot more.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
So, but that's fine because I want to start doing more pre-recorded. So,
yeah, I think it's good to have a mix.
Yeah.
Because my channel was nothing but pre-recorded for a long time, and I really like the live because then I can get to know people better. You know what I mean? I build friendships and stuff like that.
I think pre-recorded are good for like more of the instructional or tutorial educational. Like if you're talking about a piece of software or something, I prefer that just in a video so I can focus on what I'm trying to pick up from this video, learn. And then I like the lives for like shows like this.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to like haul videos, I know why people do pre-recorded haul videos so they can kind of just burn through it. But I kind of like a live haul video too, or a what sold video. I think.
Here you go, Tommy.
The interaction. So yeah, I think a good mix. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
That is cool.
But I think a good mix of live and pre-recorded, and that's what I got to do. I got to get some pre-recorded stuff up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know, I've always a big reason that I haven't is always like, well, you know, I'm going to drag the camera, I'm going to hook it up, and I'm not going to find anything.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm going to go to the flea market and I'm going to record an hour and a half of walking around the flea market and, you know, get 5 minutes of footage out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I just need to start doing it and just whatever. If something happens, is fine. You know, something turns out good, it turns out good. Use it. If not, just delete it and start over.
Exactly.
What? Hey, I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to show the number because I know it's just a telemarketer, but it's coming. I can't get it to focus.
There you go.
Is that Arizona?
Shamrock, Texas.
That's how bad my eyes are.
It's destiny. It's destiny.
It must be her little trolls checking in on her or something. Her little pixies, whatever we call them. They're calling you home, Destiny. They're calling you home.
She said now Cat just joined the fight trying to break them up.
Oh boy.
Oh, that would be funny. Do a voiceover of a squirrel fight. Like
you can almost do it kind of like
on Adult
professional
Swim?
wrestling. You can do like play-by-play.
What's that that show? I think it's on Adult Swim where you have the robot dude and the other dude and they're watching a movie in the theater and their voiceover.
Oh, science fiction theater 3000.
Yeah. Do that with the animals outside. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
No, it's not glued yet. That's bad.
That's cool.
If anybody wants to see a squirrel fight, Destiny's gonna post some pictures on her Instagram.
Instagram.
She's your source for squirrel fighting.
Goes on Mr. Pickles' channel.
We're gonna throw a handful of peanuts out there and watch them fight to the death.
He does.
Really?
Yep. Mr. Pickles is sitting at the window announcing play-by-play.
Right. He's a commentator.
Awesome.
Oh, look at it! This is a squirrel from Pittsburgh taking on from Wisconsin.
Listen, I seen it up in the chat. I don't remember who said it. But they asked, he said, you have black squirrels? I don't ever think I've seen one. Yeah, we have pitch black squirrels. We have our traditional brown squirrel, and then we have squirrels that
There you
are
go, you
pitch
got
black. They're
Wisconsin
actually
versus
really
Pittsburgh.
pretty.
Here you go.
I didn't even know there was such a thing as a black squirrel.
Yeah, we have black squirrels.
Lion squirrels. I got everything.
Yeah,
Lion squirrels are brutal.
I've only seen brown ones. But then again, I don't really pay too much attention to squirrels. You know what I mean?
Squirrel.
And Nate goes, exactly it. Pittsburgh versus Wisconsin.
Oh, mother's mustache. Yeah, never saw a black one before. Well, check out Pixie's Instagram. She'll post some pictures up there. We have a ton, so I know she can get some by the end of the day.
Instant viral video. All of a sudden, Mr. Pickle's got 100,000 views.
Right.
How do you get 100,000 views, hon?
I'm laughing. I'm dying.
You doing one voice, Joey doing another voice, and Jaslyn doing another.
The diva squirrel.
What would be the finisher of the squirrel? Like the finishing move?
319.
Either that or the nut chomp.
Well, usually when they're fighting, they're on a tree. So the finishing move would probably be like a toss off the tree, just a
Flying.
it goes flying.
That's awesome.
I don't think Tommy knew what a 319 was.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Like the
You'll have to explain it to me. Because if I don't know it, I'm sure there's other people that don't know it. Hopefully.
That was one of my favorite wrestlers of all times.
Oh, I haven't watched wrestling since back in the day of like.
Hey, what's next, Gary?
I mean, like way back in the day when you had rock and roll and all them guys.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't so.
Showboaty.
Yeah, and it wasn't. They probably when I was watching it still went to wrestling school, not acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I love Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio was the bomb. Eddie Guerrero, those two, they were the best. And then you go back to the Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the rest of the crew. That's my. I thought Axe and Smash were the best tag team in the world.
They actually do a lot of wrestling here in Pittsburgh now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Somebody said photo bombing. Photo bomb.
How you doing, John?
Wet.
We have black, red, white, and a
We're
red.
gonna start winding down here, though, guys. It's a little after 11:30.
Oh, it is already.
Yeah, it goes so fast. This show is just awesome with all of
It is awesome.
interaction from the chat and just like the fluidity of the way this show flows.
And the topics, I mean, just the way the very in one show going from death pile to squirrel fighting.
Absolutely.
But you know what? It got everybody in the chat going crazy about it. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna have it's gonna be WWS, the World Wrestling Squirrel Cup.
Put squirrels in a box and make them wrestle.
And this is Joey. And this is Joey. On a normal day, Joey likes it, and then you get the squirrel on the water skis. This is what he does when he's not. Oh my God. That's so crazy. Oh, now somebody's gonna come up with this thing now.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure. It's gonna go viral.
you want to laugh? Ghost Jerker has what is it? The MFL, the MTL, the Monster Truck League. He plays football with monster trucks.
Oh yeah, I've watched that.
That's cool.
He's got.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to see some cool Hot Wheel videos too, he's another one to check out. He does all different kinds of races. He does downhill dirt track races, and super long track races,
Underwater.
Yeah, he's got some good videos. Every day I'm hustling says he's gonna have to do that as a funny joke video. Take an audio of a negotiation gone bad and slap it on a nature video. That would be cool. Hustle has been putting up some good videos. I enjoy his videos. I commented on his video yesterday because he's got his children in there, you know, and towards the end he's like, the kids are starting to go crazy. It's late and blah blah. Man, I feel the struggle because every sourcing trip we do, we take our kids, and the struggle is real.
Sure.
It is.
Totally. Yeah. Now we don't have our kids for the next 10 days or 9 days after tomorrow. We're actually going to be able to source me and Destiny. I don't know if we're going to know how to handle it. We might be too productive.
Yeah. Thanks, Ansley. I appreciate that. I also want to take a minute to congratulate Tommy on hitting 300 subs.
Nice.
Yeah, I hit that yesterday during Donatella's auction. So that was pretty cool.
That's cool, bud. We'll get you there. We'll get you up. Don't worry.
Guys, definitely make sure you subscribe to these two, but also subscribe to the Landshark Picker Live. I should have links to all of them in this video. I may have to update Craig's to the live. I'll actually include both of his links going forward. But make sure you're subscribing to all four of us because this is a rotational show. Tomorrow, the show will be on my channel again. So make sure you hit that bell and make sure you're subscribed. The way we like to say it is we like gray subscription boxes, not red ones. So if it looks red on your screen, go ahead and smash it till it looks gray.
Yep. And blue thumbs.
Yes, blue thumbs are my favorite type of thumbs. All right, though, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump off. Any parting words you guys want to share?
I know. Me and Derek have a live this afternoon at what time, Derek?
2:00 Eastern Standard Time.
That's just a good chit chat show too. So that's quite enjoyable. We have a good time doing that. So if anybody's not doing anything, want to jump in there, we appreciate it. Other than that, thanks everybody for coming in again, spending your morning with us. I look forward to it. It makes getting up and getting moving a whole lot easier for me.
For sure.
Yeah,
having a show to look forward to. So we appreciate y'all.
Likewise. And today and tomorrow are both going to be double upload days. So make sure you keep an eye out on the channel because I'll have a pre-recorded video released a little bit later on.
Awesome.
Alrighty, guys. Take it easy.
Bye, guys.
Take care.